Well, I guess this is the most appropriate time to bring it up, but I never really got into a frat, and I still haven't while I'm in college because... Squidward? What are you doing here, Squidward? Where's your clarinet? Yeah! Apologize for that little interruption. Welcome to MaffmanJones Movie Reviews. I'm your host, John Maffio, and today's Get out of here! Today's featured movie is Neighbors, directed by Nicholas Stoller, who directed Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Get Him to the Greek. This stars Seth Rogen, Zac Efron, Dave Franco, Rose Byrne, and plenty more comedic guests. The story is about a family that comprises of Seth Rogen, Rose Byrne, and their baby, and they just moved into this neighborhood, and guess who's moving in next door? A fraternity. And then they try to get on each other's side, but they both reverberate with conflicting issues that result in a giant war between family and frat. Who will win, Zac Efron's six-pack or Seth Rogen's potbelly? Not gonna tell you here, but let's see how the movie is. First of all, you might be wondering to yourself, John, how'd you see Neighbors? It doesn't come out till May 9th. Well, early screenings, bitches. And I was lucky enough to attend one in the midst of work in college. Having seen the movie, I can tell you guys with a clear conscience that Neighbors is a very fun comedy. It has great comedic moments, it's funny, the acting is perfect for this type of movie. And, I mean, if you bring a group of friends to see this movie, you will most likely have a fun time, given you like the actors and the comedy that's subjected within this movie. But comedy is so subjective that you could hate this movie too, for all I know. There are people who I know who don't like this type of humor, but for people who like this type of humor, high road. It's so much fun. The concept of a conventional family versus a bouncing off the walls fraternity is ingenious. And Seth Rogen he's been hot lately with his comedy game. And he teamed up with Nicholas Stoller, who is a great comedic director, to make a movie that is so much fun. And on one viewing, it was really hilarious. But I feel as though if you were to watch this movie twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, the enjoyment factor would increase exponentially. Like with 21 Jump Street, which is a recent example where the first time it was fun, but you find more and you pick up on more things after multiple viewings. This movie's gonna be the same exact way because it's so much fun. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anytime, anywhere at all, deep down in the deep blue sea. I keep saying fun, but Neighbors is truly fun. The story isn't original in and of itself, but the concepts and the hijinks within the story are very creative. Some of the pranks, some of the jokes that go down, the war schemes between Zac Efron and Seth Rogen are so funny. First of all, those two are a match made in heaven. Zac Efron is a pretty boy, but surprisingly, he's very effective in his role in this movie, and he has a bit of a backstory. But then you have Seth Rogen, who seems to have really hot wives or girlfriends in all of his movies, and you never really buy it, but I actually bought him with Rose Byrne because Rose Byrne is very funny herself, and they're both really goofy together, and they make a couple that is so fun to watch. Then you have that darn baby with the cutest darn baby smile you could ever see in a movie. Like, it's so cute. That's called a baby in it. Oops. The coolest and most spontaneous aspect of these hijinks is seeing how each group is gonna one-up each other. How's the family gonna one-up this prank, and how's the fraternity gonna one-up the prank that the family pulled off? And it keeps escalating until the end with a big climatic party, which is so much fun to watch. And the directing, comedically, towards the end too, is some of the best I've seen from a comedy in a while. One of the more surprising aspects of Neighbors was the supporting cast. There's a lot of cast members who are sprinkled with screen time in between scenes that really take advantage of their screen time. I also dug the bro relationship between Dave Franco and Zac Efron. Dave Franco plays like the smart guy of the fraternity, and Zac Efron is the leader who is unintelligent, but he's the leader and he just wants to get his plaque on the wall. But they have this dynamic that goes back and forth. It probably contains the most emotional core that there will be in this movie, because for the most part there is no emotional core. This movie knows what it is. It's a lot of fun, it's just a blast, and it's supposed to be a movie that you just enjoy. there's no emotional resonance with it for the most part unless you've been in a fraternity or you have a family. You relate to the jokes, but you don't exactly emote feelings. But most importantly, the movie is a comedy. It aims to make people laugh, and for somebody who was looking forward to the movie, it made me laugh a lot. Overall, I have to say that Neighbors is a absolute blast. It's a lot of fun, it's funny most importantly, but the cast works in and of itself. Seth Rogen, Zac Efron, Rose Byrne, Dave Franco, the supporting cast, everybody plays their roles respectfully well. And they make you contagious for this movie, and you will definitely enjoy it if you know what you're getting into. But if you know you don't like this type of comedy, don't see it, because you will most likely not end up enjoying it at all. However, I am highly recommending Neighbors, and I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's a darn good Applebee's meal. So, I hope you enjoyed my early review of Neighbors, but to turn the tables to you guys, when you see Neighbors, let me know what you thought about it. And for now, since this is an early screening, are you looking forward to it at all? And what's your favorite aspect of the movie going into it? Please subscribe to my channel, MaffmanJones, so you'll never miss a video from me ever again. And like the video if you enjoyed my review. Please check out Facebook, Twitter, and We Live Film in the info box as well. I am Squidward Tentacles, and I will see you guys next time. Hey, don't forget about me!